All right, guys. So we're gonna go over the pitch, and it's gonna be all the way up to the old people slide. So that's what we're gonna go over, and this is just kind of how you should kind of frame it with the beat, the pentambre. Now, I would try to do it as close to how I do it as possible for you guys because I think it's gonna give you the best results. No, I know it's gonna give you the best results. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna start from our company intro question, and we're gonna start that, and you're gonna be my customer, okay?
Fair enough.
Okay, so Craig, when it comes time to doing business with a company, what are the main qualities in that company you're looking for?
Honesty, on time.
Okay.
I do like to be able to talk with the contractors out on our property, so
Right.
just make sure that they're the best at what they do, possibly.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm going to kind of show you why here we at Premier that we check all those boxes for you, all right? So one thing that I'm really proud of is the fact that we're the only factory direct bathroom company in the United States. So yeah, that means we do all the work ourselves in-house and we bring all of our product and services directly to you, right? And that allows us to do two very important things for you. One, that allows us to control the overall product quality. And number two, and most importantly, it allows us to control the overall product cost. And those are your two big hot point items that you were talking about, right? And one thing I really do love is that we are 100% US made. And it is getting pretty dang hard to find companies that do things in the United States.
Yes, it
anymore,
is.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's you're on it.
It's made in China, Mexico, Vietnam, everywhere but here, right? So, but we do make everything in Ohio, in Youngstown. And, right now we employ about 900 people across the country, and everything's under one roof. So it's our call center, our manufacturing team, logistics, marketing, everything's under one roof. So when you actually call us, you're calling us. And no offense to anyone in like Bangladesh or anything like that, but, when you call to those overseas, call centers, sometimes it's hard to understand.
You're so right. I agree.
I had to call AT&T yesterday. True story. And I tried to, because my internet was down, and they got this lady on the phone. Her name was Abigail, and I couldn't understand a word she said. I was like, you really just need to transfer me to somebody else. I'm sorry. But when you're doing business with a company, you want to have that easeability of communication, because if you can't communicate, what's going to happen in the back end, right?
Oh, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, so, and that's why we want to make sure everything's US made and right here in Ohio for you, okay? So I want to give you an outline of what you can expect with us here at Premier from start to finish. So first thing, we already did it, on-site evaluation. Mm-hmm. So we went to your bathroom, looked at the scope of work, looked at your space, get a feel of what you're looking for. And if you notice, we were measuring everything to a T. We were measuring everything to a T. Why? Because we're just not some, insert company just going to slap something in there with Zia. We're a custom company. We want to give you that luxury fit and finish because when you're spending tens of thousands of dollars, well, you want to kind of feel like getting the value out of that, right?
I would, yeah.
Yeah. So, and the only reason we can be a custom company is, well, our install team, they can actually install custom work because they're awesome. We have expert installation crews. We give them all the materials they need to do the job. We factory certify them, and most jobs take about 2 days or less to do. So we're not moving in here for like a month, and doing your bathroom all month for you. So, which I know you're sad that we're not going to move in with you because I do cook and clean. I make a good steak. No, I have a good pasta, red sauce recipe. You would appreciate that.
All right. That's all right. I'll cook you some Cuban. I'm very good at that.
Cuban? Okay. Oh, I never had that. Well, maybe I have. But anyway, one thing that I really love about us, other than our product, is our warranty packages. So we literally give you the absolute best warranties and guarantees on the market. Okay. So with our product, we give you a bumper to bumper warranty on all of our materials for life of the house. So anything that all materials in there that we touch, that we install, bumper to bumper warranty. So if anything breaks, free fix for you. You just call us and it's getting replaced.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
It's also lifetime transferable as well.
Great. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, so literally you can sell the house. Because remember when I said like doing your kitchens and bathrooms are the best investment for your house? That's even without a warranty. So if you can literally get a zero maintenance product that can transfer over to the next homeowner that they don't have to worry about. So if you can literally wipe off one of the spaces of the houses that they never have to worry about ever again spending money on, that's a lot of resale value for you. A lot of benefit.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
And want to know what makes it even better? We also lifetime warranty the labor as well.
For the
Life
whole house.
Well, for the bathroom.
For the bathroom.
Yeah.
But I mean for transferable.
Transferable, yeah.
For the life of the home,
Correct.
transferable. Wow.
Because
Okay.
because the whole point is when you're doing business, right, and especially when you're spending tens of thousands of dollars, you want to minimize the risk for you, right? So we as a company, since our name is Premier, we want to make sure that you have as little risk as possible and that we hold all the risk because we want to make sure you're as comfortable and as risk-free as possible to get this project done.
Wow. That
Okay.
is very good.
Now, right now, we are the fastest growing home improvement company in the United States, which is pretty awesome because all we do is bathrooms, like specifically mostly just showers and tubs, right? And we're growing really fast. Like right now, we're on pace to do well over $100 million this year, and we only have 7 locations. And next year, we're opening up another, I believe it's 8 locations next year. Our next one's going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I mean, but the reason we're growing so fast, guys, realistically, is because so many people are calling us, you know, like yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we got to keep up with the demand. And the reason people are calling us is because, well, we're the only factory direct bathroom company out there that's truly factory direct. So we're easy to deal with, get a hold of, and no one else has our product. So it's proprietary to us. So if people want our stuff, they got to go through us. So we got to open up to keep with the demand, right? And when all these people are finding out about us, all these big companies and corporations are finding out about us too, and they're backing us up with some big time credentials. So we have an A+ gold star rating with the Better Business Bureau, which is awesome. We have Angie's and Home Advisor Super Service Award. Have you ever heard of those?
Yes, I
You
have.
have Angie's. It's not Angie's List anymore. I don't think. I think it's just Angie.
Angie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Company brand. So, but so it's actually pretty hard to get Angie Super Service Award because you have to literally score 95% or more in select categories: professionalism, product quality, installation, timing, stuff like that. Now, I know you're what, 28?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 29.
29. Okay, I'm sorry. But think all the way back to school. How hard was it to get a 95% on a test?
Wasn't that easy for me. No, it's hard, you know, to get it over and over and over and over again.
It is, and we got to do that. We got to literally take 5-6 tests every day, every week, every year. And so, getting that 95% is it's really hard to obtain. But we pride ourselves on doing that because, listen, that means our quality is standardized throughout the entire process, and that's why we can give you the warranties and guarantees that we do.
Very impressive.
We were featured in the National Kitchen and Bath Association because we have an innovative product. They publish new innovative companies. We've been on there multiple times. And we are part of Consumer Reports' analytics team, guys. We open up our price books to them because we want to stay competitive. I mean, because we want to see where we're at and where everyone else is at. And they actually did a study, and we'll talk about this later. They got 30,000 quotes to see around the country to see how much the average cost to redo an entire bathroom is across the country. So we'll talk about that. But this is super important. We are EPA mold and mildew certified.
EPA mold and mildew certified.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
Now this is important because remember when we were in your bathroom, you saw like the pinks and the black molds and stuff in there.
Yeah.
And the moisture meter read 70. So a lot of companies will do one of two things when they come here. So company number one would come in here, demo stuff, they see all this mold, they would literally stop their work and be like, hey man, you got to call another company, come take care of this. So that's going to, 1, delay your install, and 2, it's going to add extra cost and pass it on to you. It's usually about $1,000 or so, which you're probably not looking to do that. Now company number 2, they'll be shady. They're going to look around and they're gonna like, okay, hurry up, finish. And you know what it's going to do? They're just going to blast your entire mold area now with all this fresh oxygen and spores. Now you're going to start seeing black spots here, gray spots here, all the way across your bathroom. Now you're screwed, right? So with us, we see the mold, we spray the mold, we neutralize it. We don't delay your install, and per our certification, we do not pass any costs onto you. So we're a one-stop shop with that.
Wow, that's great. So not a penny if you find mold, you'll kill all that.
Yeah, we spray it and it's done. Yep.
Okay.
It's really hard to find that, to be honest with you. So, we are factory direct, right? I keep saying factory direct. What the heck does that mean? Well, it's just a way that we operate to do business. So, there's literally 2 avenues that companies have when they operate and do business. They have a thing called a chain of command model and a factory direct model, right? So 99% of companies out there, they operate using the chain of command. Okay, why? And it's for one reason and one reason only. Plausible deniability. Ever see that Spider-Man meme? Where they all go like this?
Yeah.
Finger pointing.
That's right.
It's if there's 10 chefs in the kitchen, you can blame all the chefs for different parts, right? So it's I call it layer cake business. Each layer that you add, the manufacturer, the supplier, the distributor, the contract, the subcontractor. I call it layer cake business because each layer that you add, two things happen. Price goes up because everyone's got to get a piece of the pie, and quality goes down, less supervision.
That makes sense.
So the reason we choose to be factory direct is because we want to control and guarantee the entire process, right? Because I don't care what anybody tells you. If you don't make your stuff, you don't install it, you don't design it, how the heck can you warranty it?
Yeah, I
You can't.
definitely feel you on that. That's true.
You can't. So that's why we choose to be factory direct, because we want to supervise every aspect of production. Now, I do have a question. So when you do business with a company, right, if you had to pick a company model, factory direct or chain of command, which one do you pick?
Factory direct.
Right. Same.
I mean, makes no sense to go the other way.
Right. You lose control because guess what? This chain of command model, you know what that means? Risk to you. Now, speaking of risk, buying cars. You've obviously bought some cars in your day. You have a favorite car? What's your favorite car?
My
Car
Cadillac.
trucks. Cadillac.
Cadillac is my favorite car.
SUV.
Actually, I'm into a little bit of the older Cadillacs.
Ah.
Eldorado is one of my favorite car.
That's awesome.
But even the SUV and Escalade, yeah, I'll take one right now.
They got that really fast Escalade with like 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah,
don't they?
it's
Something.
yeah.
Yeah, so I give it credit. But we've all been to the dealership. We've gone there, and they're like, "Oh, hey, can I help you? You're the no, I'm just looking, right?" So it's a big process. So people today, 2024, they could do a lot of their shopping online. They have these little thing called cell phones. You can Google everything. You can go on Auto Trader. You can search. I want a Ram 1500. I want it black. I want it certified. I want it pristine package. Whatever it is, all-wheel drive, right? And I want 10,000 miles on it. You can also even select the radius that you want to go and get the car. So let's just say I want no further than 20 miles from my house. You're going to go to the dealership because you're doing a direct apples to apples comparison on those cars, right? You're going to go to the dealership with the cheapest price, most likely, right?
Yeah.
Because it's no different. Same thing with pizza. Domino's, franchise. There's always like 5 of them by you, and they're all franchises. And sometimes they have different coupons. So if a large pizza, if you have 5 Domino's around you within 10 miles, and every Domino's is $20 for a large pizza, but what if this one right here has a $5 coupon? You want the $5 coupon one, right?
I'm taking it
Why? It's the same pizza, same quality for cheaper,
because I'm saving money.
for the same thing.
It's money.
Exact comparison. So that's an apples to apples comparison. You can do that with a lot of things. You can do it with cars, you can do it with pizza. But with bathrooms, it's almost impossible to do because there's so many different products, wearables, warranties, company structures, and I'll show you why. Because if you just shop based off price for bathrooms, you're not going to get any value, right? So we have 3 prices here. We have $14,000, $9,000, and $20,000.
Okay.
If you were just like, 20 is too much, 9 seems too little, let's go with 14. What if you just went with the middle price? What would that guarantee you?
What with the middle price?
Yeah, just what would it guarantee you?
Oh, it would guarantee me that I spent a little less and I,
It guarantees you went with the middle price, right?
yeah, I mean, guarantee.
What's the warranty?
I didn't go with the cheapest, but I didn't go with the most expensive.
So what's the warranty? You don't know. What's the
No,
product?
I don't
You don't
know.
know. So if you shop based off just price alone, you're not guaranteeing that your dollar is being used the best, correct?
That makes sense, yeah.
Because you want to make sure when you buy it, because I'm this way, you want the absolute best product for the best price, correct?
Yes, I do.
And that's why we guarantee that in writing. Because we literally give you a best price guarantee. So we guarantee that we give you the absolute best product for absolute best price in the market. Because we have this matching guarantee. Because if you can find a similar, better product to ours with a similar, better warranty, right? That's factory direct in nature of that company. We will literally match their price and beat it by 10% of the difference, even a month after we install our product.
A month after it's installed?
Yep, if we install our product in your bathroom today, if you found something similar, better than ours, even a month after
Sure, you
showered
want to
and
offer that to me? Because I'm a researcher.
do it. Go
I'll
ahead.
get on that. I'll have 10 people in here next month.
Go for it. But you know what? You're not going to find it because we're the only factory direct company and no one else has our product.
Wow,
We just want to make sure that we guarantee you in writing. Again, the whole thing with us is we want to give you that ultimate peace of mind that when you do business with us, you're covered from A to Z. Now, do you have any questions on anything that we've talked about so far?
No, I don't. You explained
Okay.
it very well.
Is there anything up to this point that would prevent you from doing business with us?
Not yet at this point.
Okay, cool.
Just money, probably.
All right,
I mean,
good.
that's always it.
So that's where we're going to stop. So that is the presentation, all of this. Now, I want to still record this for you guys, Peanut Gallery. What did you notice about the flow of the pitch?
It was smooth and straight, and it
It all
didn't
makes sense.
stop.
It's conversational.
Everything built on each other. You pull in from other slides to accent what is going on, right? Because you want to create a 4-dimensional sales process. You don't want 2D. 2D is this. Let's go back here. So there's factory direct and chain of command. Chain of command, you have all these people involved, they point their finger. We're factory direct because we just bring our services to you. We want to warranty it.
It's robotic.
It's robotic. It says I said the same thing. It's
Not
boring.
exciting at all.
Boring.
You have to develop it. You have to have showmanship. You have to
You have to
bring
be
the
theatrical.
story, you bring the pitch to life.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. And you bring that enthusiasm when you know what you're talking about. When you repeat the script. When you need to become the script. If you do not become the script, you know what's going to happen?
The customer's going to feel that, and they're not going to maybe see you as the expert as they should see you, as you just explained to me.
Correct.
So that's probably one of the most important things.
It's the most important thing.
for
Because
them to
you
see
can say
that
you
way.
can say words, but if they don't mean anything to the customer, if they don't feel it. Because remember, there's 2 things that we do in our presentation throughout the close and everything. There's a thing called price conditioning, or just conditioning, and value conditioning. Okay, they play on 2 very different things. Price conditioning and just regular conditioning is logic. Value conditioning plays more on emotion. Okay, so the warranties, the way you set that up is you don't just say we have a lifetime warranty transferable in the labor. Okay, that's logical, makes sense. So,
Yeah, so
but
does
guess what?
everybody else.
We set that up versus
Sounds like
this. We give you the absolute best warranties and guarantees on the market. So with our product and everything that we do, it's bumper to bumper, lifetime warranty to the house. Anything that happens, you're covered. Look at the difference. Look at the flushing of that information.
Yeah,
Right?
feel it right here.
Right? And notice how I always talk. I always go, right?
Right.
Right. It's a way to always get tie downs to make make sure everyone's on the same page. And I do a lot of intentional pauses too. Why?
I give them time to think about it and say
Good
it.
process.
Thought process, and it makes you feel it, and it makes it conversation. And it's answers to questions I already know the answers to. If so if you guys had to do business
It's
with them-
impressive also, and that's important to impress the customer, not only be the expert,
Yeah,
but to impress them with all of this.
everything.
That means if you act this way, the whole company must be like this. My installation is going
that
to be
your
this
phone?
good.
No, it's on my video that I'm sending out to the company.
It's Craig,
Or
by
is
the
it
way.
keeping it in blooper reel?
It's Craig, by the way.
Sorry.
Craig.
It shut
And again, value conditioning is bringing emotion into logic. So, we'll get into this more in the next part when we do the price conditioning. But price conditioning is when you just say, this is 19,000, 19,000, 19,000. You're repeating numbers, 20,000, whatever. Now, value conditioning is what you're getting for that. So, like, for example, bath fitter. If you just condition them or price condition them, bath fitter, they're 12,000. They're 15,000. Okay.
But how do you add value with that company?
Now, value conditioning is this: bring in emotion and make it 4-dimensional. So here's how you make that 4-dimensional, and we'll get into this more, but I'll do it here. So bath fitter, you're familiar with bath fitter, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you've seen it. So they take a scan molding in the bath, they put plastic over what you get nothing new, right? So I was just at a house about 2 weeks ago, okay? And this is in Detroit, actually. And this old couple, they were about mid-70s or so. They got bath fitter 2 years ago. And, well, you know what? And they spent $16,000, just under $16,000, but let me show you this video. So I have a video of bath fitter. You're gonna play it. It's literally me going in the tub, and there's no water in it, and you step on it, it goes,
Oh.
it sounds like a waterbed.
Yeah.
And so you show it to the customer, and then you ask them, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, right? And then you ask them this question: how would you feel if you spent $16,000 and this happened to your shower?
I wouldn't be happy at all.
That's value conditioning. That's bringing in logic and emotion. That's how you bring that to 4 dimensions. That's how you overcome any, I want to shop at one picture. Just bring personalized stories, showing them pictures, showing that stuff. And that's going to be in the next video, so we can shut this baby off.
That is what we used to call, yeah, very good job.
Good job.
We used to call,